1. What is the primary distinction between coaching and mentoring in a professional development context? A. Coaching is always short-term, while mentoring is always long-term. B. Coaching focuses on specific performance goals, while mentoring provides broader career guidance. C. Mentoring requires certification, while coaching does not. D. Coaching is directive, while mentoring is non-directive. 2. According to Malcolm Knowles' adult learning theory, which principle is most essential when designing coaching programs for adult learners? A. Adults learn best through repetition and memorization. B. Adults need to understand why they need to learn something before undertaking learning. C. Adults prefer theoretical knowledge over practical application. D. Adults learn best in competitive environments. 3. When conducting a coaching needs assessment, what is the first step a certified coach should take? A. Design the evaluation instruments. B. Identify the gap between current and desired performance. C. Implement the coaching intervention. D. Select the coaching methodology. 4. Which evaluation model is most appropriate for measuring the long-term impact of a coaching program on organizational performance? A. Kirkpatrick's 4-level training evaluation model. Analysis. C. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. D. ADDIE model. 5. In the context of curriculum development for coaching programs, what does scaffolding refer to? A. Building physical training facilities. B. Providing temporary support structures that are gradually removed as learners gain competence. C. Creating organizational charts, establishing budget frameworks. 6. Which communication technique is most effective when a coachee becomes defensive during a feedback session? A. Raising your voice to establish authority. B. Using you statements to emphasize their mistakes. C. Employing active listening and using I statements to express observations. D. Immediately ending the session. 7. What is the primary purpose of establishing a coaching contract or agreement at the beginning of a coaching relationship? A. To protect the coach from legal liability only. B. To clarify expectations, boundaries, roles, and confidentiality parameters. C. To guarantee specific outcomes. D. To establish the coach's superiority. 8. According to the ICF, International Coach Federation core competencies, what does coaching presence mean? A. Being physically present in the same room as the coachee. B. The ability to be fully conscious and create a spontaneous relationship with the client. C. Maintaining a professional appearance. D. Having an online presence on social media. 9. What is the primary purpose of using a pre-assessment before beginning a coaching program? A. To eliminate participants who are not qualified. B. To establish baseline data for measuring progress and tailoring the coaching approach. C. To prove the coach's expertise. D. To satisfy administrative requirements only. 10. What is the primary ethical consideration when a coach is asked to share coachee information with the coachee's supervisor? A. Always share all information to maintain transparency. B. Share only positive information. C. Obtain explicit consent from the coachee before sharing any confidential information. D. Refuse to communicate with supervisors under all circumstances. 11. In Bloom's taxonomy of learning domains, which level represents the highest order of cognitive learning? A. Understanding. Applying. Creating. Remembering. 12. Which coaching model emphasizes asking powerful questions and follows the sequence: goal, reality, options, will? A. Clear model. B. Grow model. C. Oscar model. D. Positive model. 13. When evaluating the effectiveness of a coaching program, what does ROI, return on investment, specifically measure? A. The emotional satisfaction of participants. B. The monetary value gained compared to the cost of the program. C. The number of coaching sessions completed. D. The coach's personal income. 14. What is the primary characteristic of transformational coaching as opposed to transactional coaching? A. Transformational coaching focuses on long-term behavioral and mindset changes. B. Transformational coaching is always more expensive. C. Transformational coaching requires medication. D. Transformational coaching only works with executives. 15. According to regulatory and ethical standards, when must a coach break confidentiality? A. When the client's supervisor requests information. B. When there is imminent danger to the client or others, or when legally mandated. C. When the coach disagrees with the client's decisions. D. Never under any circumstances. 16. Which assessment tool is commonly used in coaching to help clients understand their behavioral preferences and communication styles? A. Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. B. Blood pressure monitor. C. Credit score report. D. Academic transcript. 17. In the context of adult learning, what does andragogy refer to? A. The study of children's learning. B. The art and science of helping adults learn. C. Anthropological studies. D. Android technology in education. 18. When designing a coaching curriculum, what is the purpose of conducting a pilot test? A. To train airplane pilots. B. To test and refine the curriculum with a small group before full implementation. C. To eliminate all participants who might struggle. D. To select the most advanced learners only. 19. Which type of feedback is most effective in coaching according to research on adult learning? A. Annual feedback provided once per year. B. Vague positive feedback to boost confidence. C. Timely, specific, and behaviorally focused feedback. D. Exclusively critical feedback to drive improvement. 20. What is emotional intelligence (EQ) in the context of professional coaching? A. The ability to solve mathematical problems quickly. B. The capacity to recognize, understand, and manage one's own emotions and those of others. C. Having strong opinions about emotional topics. D. Avoiding all emotional situations. 21. In curriculum development, what is the primary purpose of a formative evaluation? A. To assign final grades. B. To provide ongoing feedback during the learning process to improve instruction. C. To rank participants against each other. D. To determine who should be terminated. 22. Which questioning technique encourages the deepest reflection in coaching conversations? A. Closed-ended questions requiring yes/no answers. B. Leading questions that suggest the answer. C. Open-ended questions that promote exploration and self-discovery. D. Rhetorical questions that require no answer. 23. What does cultural competence mean in professional coaching? A. Knowing multiple languages fluently. B. The ability to understand, appreciate, and effectively interact with people from diverse cultural backgrounds. C. Only coaching people from your own culture. D. Traveling to many countries. 24. According to best practices in coaching, how should a coach handle a situation where they lack expertise in the coachee's specific technical field? A. Pretend to have expertise to maintain credibility. B. Focus on coaching the person's process, thinking, and development rather than providing technical advice. C. Immediately terminate the coaching relationship. D. Refer the client to a competitor. 25. What is the primary purpose of a 360-degree feedback assessment in coaching? A. To evaluate performance from multiple perspectives, including supervisors, peers, and direct reports. B. To measure physical flexibility. C. To assess only the supervisor's opinion. D. To calculate salary increases. 26. In the ADDIE model of instructional design, what does the I represent? A. Information. B. Implementation. C. Intelligence. Initiation. 27. Which principle of adult learning suggests that adults are motivated by internal drives rather than external pressures. A. Adults are extrinsically motivated only. B. Adults are self-directed and intrinsically motivated. C. Adults require constant external rewards. D. Adults cannot be motivated. 28. What is active listening in coaching and why is it critical? A. Listening while exercising. B. Fully concentrating, understanding, responding, and remembering what is being said to build trust and understanding. C. Only listening to parts of the conversation. D. Interrupting frequently to show engagement. 29. When must a board-certified coach complete continuing education requirements? A. Never. Certification is permanent. B. According to the certifying organization's requirements, typically within specified renewal periods. C. Only if they want a promotion. D. Every 50 years, 30. What is unconscious bias and why is it important in coaching? A. Falling asleep during sessions. B. Implicit attitudes or stereotypes that affect understanding, actions, and decisions in an unconscious manner. C. Intentional discrimination. D. A medical condition. 31. In coaching, what does the acronym SMART goals help ensure? A. That goals are intellectually challenging only. B. That goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. C. That goals are easy and quick to accomplish. D. That goals focus only on financial outcomes. 32. Which coaching approach focuses on identifying and building upon existing strengths rather than fixing weaknesses? A. Deficit-based coaching. B. Strengths-based coaching, appreciative inquiry. C. Problem-focused coaching. D. Crisis intervention coaching. 33. What is the primary difference between coaching and therapy counseling? A. There is no difference. B. Coaching is future-focused on goals and performance, while therapy addresses psychological issues and past trauma. C. Therapy is always shorter than coaching. D. Coaching requires a medical degree.